Hey guys, Adam with Insight Branding Marketing Creative here to talk a little bit about setting campaign expectations. Because the marketing landscape has turned towards digital in the past few years, we've been able to more accurately measure performance and reach to more target consumers than ever before. Does that mean that any strategy is foolproof? Well, no, absolutely not. But that's why it's important to use benchmarks as a way to set delivery expectations for your business. Now let's take a look at some of the tactics used by ad agencies such as ourselves to narrow campaigns and how that data can vary. First of all, targeting. The more specific you can be when defining your target, the better, at least in terms of messaging. But also, the more factors you add into the profile of your ideal consumer, the harder that person is going to be found. But while it may seem like a waste of money and time to find out after running a campaign that impressions and clicks fell outside your target market, it's important to remember that those can deliver value in a whole bunch of different ways. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen an ad and I've immediately thought of a friend. In most cases, the price is right, and I'll pass along that information that I saw. Another factor here is realizing that there are things that are outside of anybody's control. Demographic data changes. The content that people consume could skew algorithms. And perhaps most importantly, almost half of the world's computers are shared between families or businesses, meaning that your ad may have gone to the right desktop, but the wrong person. So the reality of the situation is that global average for in-target impressions is around 47%. And to act like you can deliver 100% is a disservice not only to your company, but to your team, your brand, your boss. Now let's talk a little bit about SEM. Search engine marketing is a great way to grow traffic, and it's something that we often recommend to clients. More specifically, pay-per-click or PPC campaigns can put your company's website directly in front of users searching for similar products and services. For example, if you're a company trying to promote massage services in Denver, say, we can set up a campaign that targets words like massage, of course, or a deep tissue massage therapist, and we can place those ads directly in zip codes that you're trying to reach. Now these ads work because they're targeting users in a more direct way, which allows for better, faster results. And one of the other strategies we often use is our campaigns is email marketing. And let's take a look at how we measure exposure there with an example. So if we send out 5 emails, but our open rate is only 20%, only one of those 5 emails was actually seen by the potential client. So mathematically, that means that you actually need to send out 25 emails for that person to see one message that you're trying to get across. Now, how can we fix this? There's a few different ways. 1, we need to keep your list up to date. Number 2, make your subject line attention grabbing. Number 3, try writing like you would to a friend and step away from a business-like tone, when appropriate. But the beauty of not only email marketing, but every strategy we've talked about so far, there's 1,000 ways to course correct. So what's the bottom line? Consistent, cohesive, and congruent marketing over time is what brings results. Any marketing campaign will take 3, 4, 5, sometimes even 6 months or more to see fruit, with some very rare exceptions. So we're not going to hit the bullseye every single time, but it's also important to be upfront with your company and your boss and your team about that. In fact, it takes an average of 7 touches for the average sales lead to become viable. Consumers are building up herd immunity to traditional advertising strategies, meaning that agencies such as ours need to pivot, and we need to have open conversations with our clients and set expectations and the goals of both parties. So that's all I've got for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it.